Hello, what is up again, guys and girls? Hope you guys are all doing amazing. Back again with another video. This time we'll be covering the boss fight that is Krunker. Now, in my opinion, this fight isn't too hard. You just have to be careful of avoiding spikes and not being afraid to recall your units. Before that, though, we do have our route selection once again, though this time is much easier. So over here is the Shade Sculptor, which I had mentioned like a long time ago. But basically, this guy copies one of your cards exactly. And in our case, we don't really have a good card to copy in our deck. Like nothing super strong that I would want to copy. Nothing has charms on it, etc., etc. And so it's really going to be this other way. This other way also makes sense because I get gold and I'm able to make it to the shop with enough gold to buy a crown. And so, you know, maybe if there's something really good at the charm merchant, I'll buy it again. Like I know last time I said the durian charm with Bomb Bomb was insanely strong, and you guys saw that. Maybe. If not, you can go watch the video. But here we go. Let's see. These are all some expensive charms. Plus 3 health, plus 1 attack for 65 gold seems really broken. These other ones, not so much. I think Greed Charm can be good if you have a lot of excess gold, but usually I would recommend you spend all of your gold before the boss fight anyways. So I think Greed Charm is more situational in that, assuming you don't run into a shop or a charm merchant towards the end of your run, it can be good. But especially for 85 gold, I don't think it's worth it. Not for us. Raspberry Charm is really strong though for 65 gold. The issue is, if I take the Raspberry Charm, I'm not going to have enough for the crown, obviously. But again, if I do take the Raspberry Charm, I can make Snoof a 6/4, which seems really, really good. Let me see. So this is where, towards the end of the game, or even throughout the game too, I'll pay attention to what my boss battle will actually be to check out stats that will make differences. And so like in this case, Sneasel and Alloy both hit for 6 attack. So that means that buffing Snoof to 6 health isn't going to do anything, actually, because he'll still get 1 shot. Now, on the other hand, it does make it so that Mega Mimic and Bigfoot don't kill him, as well as Demona. So it's either this or the crown. And I think I still lean towards the crown here, just because I don't think it's going to make a big difference. And I would rather have him out sooner. Though that being said, my deck is extremely small, so maybe the crown doesn't matter as much here. That is something to keep in mind as well. Like, if your deck is small, I have a high chance of drawing Snoof in my first hand. I think it's basically a 50-50. So, I don't know. This is a hard choice. Raspberry Charm for 65 is so good, actually. I don't think there's a right answer here. I think both options are fine. So the good thing is, if I do get Snoof out early, he will be able to tank. He will be able to get the Frenzy from Pooty potentially, which is really good. Because none of these guys have snow resist except for Burster and the hero, obviously, enemy hero. But I wonder how this trash works. I've never played against an enemy with trash before, so I wonder if he's going to add trash to my hand, which would be really annoying if he does that. But let's hope that's not the case. Anyways, I think I will pass. I think I'm just going to go for crown. Will the 4 damage make a difference? I don't think so. So, yeah. Just pass here. Go crown. Yeah, not thinking. Just taking the crown. Is there anything else I would like to get? Could apply Snow Cake. 10 snow for cheap. this could be good because some of these guys actually have pretty low turn timers. And they aren't stopped by, they don't have snow resist. So I think I will actually take this so I can just stop one of them in general. And again, I'm assuming I'm going to make it to the boss fight. You do want to constantly be thinking about the boss fight in general. Ideally, towards the beginning, it'll make sense to just focus on making your deck as strong as possible. But towards the mid and late game, especially, you're going to want to think about how to beat this boss, or how to beat your boss. So yeah, so that will be it. And then I'm going to put my crown on Snoof. And forwards we go. I mentioned in the last video, but I chose not to put the Spice Charm on Bomb Bomb in order to prevent my next run from being harder. Again, that's only if I beat the boss, but, you know, I do go in with the assumption that I will beat the boss, so yeah. I think it's actually worth it to give Snoof this here. I know I gave it to my hero last time, but snowing in this fight is really strong because, as you can see, they don't have snow resist. And because none of these guys have snow resist, snow is highly effective in this fight. So I think the first play for me is going to try to slow down their attacks. Because even though this guy is really strong and he can hit however many spaces, obviously if he's snowed he can't do that. So that means I'm gonna put out Harmist first, just because these guys have relatively low attack. And I can get free heals. So I don't mind that he's going to apply. Actually, I kind of do. I'll just have Bomb Bomb tank it. Because big thing with this boss is that he has wooden health. And so you need to hit him multiple times for him to get out of stage 1 and into stage 2. So that can sometimes be a problem. But in a lot of cases, in many decks, people really like frenzy attacks. And so if you have frenzy units that can just attack multiple times, you'll kill Krunker's stage 1 immediately, more or less. And I don't think his stage 2 is that strong either, because then it makes it so that he hits himself and his own team, which, in my opinion, is pretty dumb. But hey, you know, not complaining. So with that in mind, I think I'm going to snow him here. Simple enough. I don't mind, obviously, Pooty getting destroyed, taking a hit from Sponcher. I'm going to hit Sponcher here, so that I can get Free Will's passive going. We gave it to Bomb Bomb. Honestly, that's probably the worst person to give it to in this fight, just because his damage doesn't really matter. I guess it doesn't make a difference. He's hitting twice, so it's fine. Gonna put Mimic here so I can kill Sponcher. I don't actually mind that Bomb Bomb hits whatever unit this was twice here. I know if he had not tanked the hit, he would have had enough damage to kill him in one shot, then he would have hit Krunker. But again, because Krunker is just scrap health, the damage won't matter. So, not too worried. And here I can just snow him for 10, which is insanely good. So he's not going to be attacking for a while. Now, this is what I was mentioning earlier, where the multiple hits can be a bit rough because these spike walls are annoying, and ideally you need to snow them in some form in order for you to not take smackback damage. But I know in every deck you're not going to have snow, so in those cases, you're just going to want to focus your damaging cards on the spike walls so you can get access to the people behind it. I think the play here is I want to kill these guys first. I'm not going to be able to kill this spike wall anytime soon. Actually, I could. I could snow him. So basically this turn I'm going to Sunrod for sure, so I can get Snoof's timer down, and then because Snoof hits first, Freewell will also get his passive activated. I'm thinking, do I want to just kill this spike wall first? And I think the answer is probably not. I think these guys matter more. This is actually my first fight playing with the Gobbler, but didn't give me much trouble, obviously. So this turn, I think I just snow stick the spike wall. It'll keep him snowed until Bomb attacks. Bomb's gonna take 2 damage here, which is not bad at all. Gonna apply Pepper here too. Oh, I forgot to move Mimic up. That's unfortunate, because if I moved Mimic up, obviously this spike wall would be dead. But that was a misplay on my end. It's okay though. Not the end of the world. I will do the right thing now and move him up there. I'm not killing the boss on purpose because I want to get rid of his minions as much as possible before fighting him. I know he does hit his own minions, but it is helpful to not have more incoming waves as he goes into stage 2. Oh, another thing to note is if you kill a smackback unit with your hit, they won't hit you back. So in this case, Freewell actually won't take any damage here, which is really good for me because I can snow Spuncher instead and get Freewell's passive off. Oh, I forgot Freewell doesn't have Frenzy. Okay, well, I guess that doesn't really matter. But in theory, that's what would have happened. I think I'm actually going to click this bell because I can use Sunrod here and get Bomb to hit twice too, which should kill off any enemies that come up. Ice Forge is kind of annoying, but again, it's good that we got Ice Forge out early so that way we can kill it before Krunker hits stage 2. Wow, this is... Ice Forge is really annoying actually, but there's not much we can do about it. So we're gonna get rid of it this turn. We're gonna Sunrod Snoof here simply because that way we can kill the spike wall without taking any damage. Again, as I said, if you apply snow to the smackback units before you hit them, they cannot do anything. Or even as you hit them, sorry. They won't hit you back. And in this case, I don't really care where Mimic goes. I think in theory, if I put him on the bottom, he would hit the boss more. But I don't think I need that per se. I'll do it anyways. So here, we can increase somebody's attack, or we can redraw. We can redraw into Pepper Flag and Peppering, which is quite nice because we're about to kill Krunker in stage 1. So stage 2 he'll have regular standard HP. and Pepper Rain will be good for that. So let's do that. Hello, back again with another quick tips or a summary of what I just said. So you saw that on that turn I redrew with tempo, even though I technically didn't need to. I could have played Bite Box or I could have played my attack increase card. However, I looked at my deck to see that I had more effective cards I could play instead, and I had the time to play them. And so that's why I said it's important that if you have the ability and the time, you want to look at what you could be drawing next to see if you have better cards to play. So that's just something to take note of. And I'm not worried about him attacking, even though his turn counter is the same or less than ours, because I can snow him again. So I'll go with Pepper in here, and this turn I'm just going to snow him again. So this will bring out his second stage, which is 50 HP, I believe. Yep. We kind of got unlucky actually because he's hitting 5 spaces here. I actually very rarely see him hit 5 spaces out of 6. What I said earlier in regards to this fight was you shouldn't be afraid to recall your units if they're going to get hit, because you don't want them dying, obviously. And because it is random, usually you can organize your units in such a way that you'll only have to recall 1, maybe 2 every time he attacks. So hopefully it's not problematic. But yeah, again, usually it doesn't hit L5. Either way, I think I'll just increase Snoof's attack. Actually, I'll increase Mimic's attack here because he's going to be attacking the most. Don't be afraid to use your cards on wooden allies if if it's right, then do it. And just take your time, think patiently. As always. I kill him here actually. I just killed him. Nice. So again, similar to the last fight, relatively straightforward, and we get choices of boss rewards again. And I guess I'll just do these in the same video. Doesn't hurt. We've got Peppernut Charm. This is replacing won't really do anything. Basically, if I do this, then I'll essentially be nullifying my Pepper Flag effect because Pepper Rain will turn into 2 shield instead of 2 attack, which isn't great. What's this? Restore 3 health on kill. Really, that's only going to be used for Bomb because I don't want my hero tanking any damage, and Snoof isn't going to be tanking any hits either. So I think I'm just looking at bells here again. I didn't get a crown offered to me this time. So bell card draw +1, companion limit +2. The companion limit's really good for me because I can get these guys in. I just realized they don't heal if they are in my reserve. That's really awkward. That is very, very awkward actually. But I think I will take this so I can get my companions in. What's up? Another quick clarification here. I know in my initial boss rewards video, I said that having too many companions actually isn't always a good thing because it overloads your board and you can't play all of your units. And that is still true with my deck and my board. However, that being said, I valued snow extremely heavily in this run, and being able to combo snow on top of snow with my 2 extra units, I thought made good enough of a reason to increase my companion limit, if that makes sense. So hopefully that provides some clarity there. And then I'm going to take a redraw bell counter. Actually, card draw could be useful because it makes it more likely that I'll draw my companions. So I think I'll actually do that. Just because I'll probably be recalling my units a fair amount anyways, I believe. So I won't necessarily need the redraw bell counter. So I'll take card draw. But yeah, that is the fight. Oh, well, okay. They did recover from injury. Sorry. I guess it just didn't yet. But which is fine. So yeah, that is it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one, unless I have stuff to add afterwards, in which case you'll see future Rocco. But either way, hope you guys have a great day, and see you later.